there guys, and welcome back to another Forza Horizon 4 video on my channel. So in today's video, now that we've actually got update 35, I'm going to go through how you can complete the summer season of Series 35, which is the first season, and that is why we're starting from 0%. Normally, if you'd already done the monthly rounds and online adventure, which I'll tell you how to do in a second, you would start from 21%, or 15 for online adventure, 6 for rivals. And I usually tend to do them in summer, but occasionally, if I'm been a bit busy working on content or doing other stuff, then I don't get to do it until maybe winter or spring. But it doesn't matter when you do these things in the season, because these two count towards all of the season. So no matter which season you complete them in, it'll add that percentage on to the other season. So for whatever reason, if you didn't complete Rivals and Online Adventure, you didn't get 80% of, say, summer and autumn because you did them in winter, it will add that percentage on and you'll get the prize or any prizes that you missed. So don't worry about that. If that doesn't really make any sense, you can let me know in the comments. I don't really want to go into full detail explaining it here, but I try to give as much detail as possible in these videos. So yes, in this video we're going through how you can complete it, whether you want 50% for the GMC Typhoon, very nice car, whether you want 80% for the Bugatti Divo, or whether you want 100% because you're perfect. This is where you'll find all the information you need. You'll also be able to start working towards your 50% of the whole series. So remember this percentage on the very left here is across all 4 seasons. So if you completed 100% of summer, it would be 25% towards that, because it's dividing it by 4. If you times it by 4, it's 400% across all 4 seasons. So you have to do a bit of maths. But because of online adventure and rivals, it kind of doesn't really work like that. But you'll be able to get towards your backstage pass for 50%, and then you also have the Fiat X1/9 for 80%, which was released a couple of months back. I think it was Series 29, I think. So that's quite a few months ago, and I haven't really driven it much since I made the video on it. So this week it's alright. There's not too many great prizes. The GMC Typhoon is an awesome car, so is the Bugatti Divo, both quite rare and expensive cars. The Porsche 550, I haven't really got much to say about that. Same for the Clio. The Lancia Stratos, I think that's in the auto show. If it isn't, it's very cheap. The Jeep Gladiator, however, is a brand new car, one of 3 new cars in this series, and if you didn't recognise it, it is the car that's going to be in the monthly rivals. So all you need to do for monthly rivals is complete a clean lap at the rail yard cross-country circuit in the Jeep Gladiator, which will be stock, which I do believe from the Forza livestream is D-class, so it's not going to be particularly fast. Who thought we could get slower than a Pontiac Firebird? Well, here you are. So I don't really know how fast it's going to be, so I'll be trying to get up on the leaderboard again. I think I got in the top 300 on last series. Didn't have enough time to beat Stephen, unfortunately, but I got within a second of him, so I'm alright with that. So you just need to post the clean laps and no rewinding, no missing checkpoints, and no hitting walls too hard, if you get what I mean. And that will be 6% towards the season and also the series. And then for online adventure, you just need to qualify to complete, like it says. So all you need to do is, if you haven't yet unlocked ranked adventure, this applies to you. If you have, you can switch off for a minute while I explain this. So if you haven't qualified for ranked adventure yet, you need to go in your pause menu. I'll show you now actually. Go across to online adventure, click on quick play, and then select any of these first 3 here. So if you select racing, you just need to keep doing the adventures until you reach rank 3 in that adventure type, and then it should qualify you for ranked online adventure. And then once you've done that, you just need to complete 1 adventure per series, no matter which of the 4 seasons you do it in, like I mentioned before. And then that will be it. done. So if you have already unlocked ranked adventure, you just need to do one adventure per series, and you have to qualify for all 3 of them. So if you do racing, then you'll have to do games and free-for-all racing, but to complete it in the festival playlist, you only need to do one of the 3, so don't worry about that. So that is how you complete ranked adventure and monthly rivals. So that will get you 21%. So next week I'll probably be starting from 21%. So in the Forzathon shop, you have the 1994 Nissan Fairlady Z version S twin turbo, quite a mouthful, and that used to be a really rare car. It was very expensive. Not sure about it now. I believe I do already own it, like it says. I'm not sure how many I own, but I think I once sold one for quite a lot of money, but yeah, I'm not really sure how rare it is up until now. It will now get more popular and the price will go down in the auction. Haven't checked it in a while, but it's a pretty nice car, especially if you're a fan of JDM cars like my friend Acting Carrot. So that is for 600 points. That is quite easy to get. Last week you might have spent 999 on the Hoonigan RS200, which is the car I'm in now. So in that case you might be a bit down on Forzathon points, but if you own the Lake Lodge, which is 5 million or free with VIP, you'll get 200 points for the weekly challenge, which I uploaded a video on last night, so I'll link to that at the end of this video if you want to know how to complete the Forzathon challenge. It was a bit iffy because we only got the update after I'd made the video, so it was kind of a bit hard to do the video. So if you're wondering why it was a bit different, that is why. And obviously now we have got the update, thankfully. It's only about 500 meg for my Xbox One, so not that much, but I've heard people on the Series X console have had problems starting the game after it. I know I had a guy on my channel last night, he commented, and I tried to help him, but there's nothing I could do because it's obviously a problem that's occurred, so hopefully Forza will be notified of that and fix it. But yeah, if you complete the weekly Forzathon challenge for 200, complete all of the dailies for 20 each, and then if you complete all 7 dailies and the weekly, you'll get the bonus of 60, and then if you still haven't got enough, then you can do Forzathon lives on the hour, every hour, or whenever you can do them to get that. Then you also have the Koenigsegg 1-to-1. It's in the auto show, and it's probably quite cheap in the auction, but if you've got a few Forzathon points to spare, I suppose you could buy it. And then you got your usual crap here, and wheel spins, which are never really worth it unless you've got as much points as DJ Customs. So yeah, that is that. I'll put a pinned comment on the video telling you any other information, and also a recap of the Forzathon Shop, the Backstage and the Super 7, so look out for that. And remember that I uploaded a video on the Forzathon caught on in a flash last night. So that is the Forzathon shop. For the photo challenge, you need to take a photo of any Rods and Customs car with the Broadway Church. So Rod and Customs cars, I can't really remember, but if you go into your garage, click Y to filter, select Rods and Customs. As you can see, the Ford Custom on there is a Rods and Customs car. Get in that, and then you need to go to this location on the map. So the Broadway Church is in Broadway, big sign here, and the Broadway Church is about here. So if I turn this back on, it's where the danger sign is. You jump over it on this leap of faith danger sign. So you'll see that there. So you can maybe do an air shot, get it from far away. Just make sure that your Rods and Customs car and the church appear in there. I'll just refilter my map. So that's the photo challenge. That'll get you 3% and also a super wheel spin for completing that as well. Now, I think we'll move on to the stunts before we do the championships. So, the 3 stunts this week, we've got Wesloch Speed Trap, and you need 140 miles per hour. So this is an off-road one, but it is incredibly easy. You could do it from both sides for this amount of speed. I'm just going from this side because this is the side you would need if you were trying to go faster. But I know to get an actual top 1000 or whatever, you have to wait till winter and go across the lake, but let's not get into that because that's not what the video's about. I'm going to be in the Hoonigan RS 200 purely because it was in the Forzathon Shop last week. There was a massive about it, so I'm presuming that most people would have tried to get that. And also the price will have gone down in the auction as well, and there'll probably be more of them, so you'll be able to grab yourself one if you don't have it. There's lots of cars that could do this stunt. I'm just in this because it's the easiest one that people will have. You could do it in basically any kind of off-road car. It's only 140 mile an hour, so it's not really much, so I'll be in this one. I have a couple of tunes for this. I've put both of the share codes in the description. So the X-Class tune is the one that I'm in now, so the 258 mile an hour beast with the V8. That is the one that I use for most PBs. But for the Forzathon this week, you will have seen in yesterday's video that I made an S2 tune, so you can use that one as well. Share codes are in the description. So here we are in the Hoonigan, so I'm just going to start here. You probably don't need to go this far back because it's a really easy challenge. As you can see, I'm already at the speed required. There you go, 179.83. So that's ridiculously easy, and there's no massive hoo-ha about that one. Let's move on to the next one. Let me have a look. What did I put in the description? So yeah, I'm going to use the Hoonigan for the danger sign, and I'm going to use the Jeep Trail Cat for the speed zone. And also one of the championships requires you to use a certain car class that my tune for the Jeep Trail Cat's in, but I'll tell you more on that in a second. So the danger sign is the Great Ridge, and you need 279 meters. So this is the one where you go up the hill and yeet. So it can be a bit annoying if you keep flipping your car or it doesn't trigger or whatever and you land wonky. But if you just start from, say, here, there should be enough, and then you'll be able to get it, hopefully. So again, I'm using the Hoonigan, but the Mosler, the Ferrari Evo, the Koenigsegg 1-to-1 that's in the shop, any faster car like that will get you a better score. This is just more suited for off-road, so that's why I use it. And I actually remember the first ever seasonal video I made about a year ago now, actually, when I was just starting, when I just came up with the idea to entertain myself during lockdown. I was originally just doing it for my friends, so I only started the channel back in September. But yeah, this danger sign, and I used this car as well for it, so it brings back a few memories. So yeah, as you can see, you might need rewind because it can be a bit annoying, especially if your fingers aren't functioning properly like me. For some reason my thumb doesn't know how to steer the car. Come on. Ugh, way. Very funny. Yay. Right, come on. Surely this has got to be it. Once you get straight off the jump, it's very easy. As you can see, I got 300 meters there, but just lining it up and keeping your speed up the hill can be slightly annoying. But there you go, that is that. So now on to the speed zone. Okay, so it's Croft speed zone. You need 110 miles per hour, so you can do this from both sides. This side you'll have to brake more, and this side you can accelerate out, just make sure you don't hit the building. I'm going to be doing it from this side, and I'm going to be using the Jeep Trail Cat for this one. Actually, you could do it, you'd get a better score in the car I'm currently in, but it might be a bit easier to control the Jeep Trail Cat because it's only an S1. So the Jeep Trail Cat is actually a car that I'm going to be suggesting for one of the championships. The championship where you get the new Jeep Gladiator, you need an S1 Extreme Off-Road, and this car is tuned to S1 and it's an Extreme Off-Road, as you can see. So it'll be the same tune. I've put the share code in the description. And as usual, for the events I'm about to show and suggest cars for in a second, I've selected 2 or 3 cars for them and put the share codes for them in that I think will do the best. And any others I'll show on screen in a second. So for this, I'm just gonna... You can cut it slightly, but do be aware of the trees. I've absolutely overshot that. Good. turn. Oh, very good. Very good, Shylo. Excellent demonstration here. So yeah, you can cut it a bit. Mind that tree there. That can be rather annoying. Here you need to stay on the road a bit, but here you can cut this a bit if you want to get the angle. And mind that building there, that can be quite annoying. There you go. So what did I get? 116 or 118, so that's pretty easy. You could do it from this way, like I said, and you would get a better score in cars like the Hoonigan, but I just thought to make it easier for people, I'd do it in this. So that is the speed zone. Right, now let's move on to the championships before we go really over time. So the trial is fun-sized, and you need a C-Class Horizon Special Micro Mayhem, and it's road racing. So basically these are micro cars. So there isn't a filter in your garage that allows you to kind of see micro cars on their own, which is very annoying, as along with the other ones. But there is a cunning plan you could use, and that is to basically go to a race and select the Horizon blueprint it to that category, for example micro mayhem, and then see what the eligible cars would be. But if that only shows a couple, there are a few. So if I just have a look, I had it up on screen, just give me 1 second. So I've selected 2 cars and I've put the share codes for them in the description, but I'll just read out the actual full list here. Right, so this guy on the Lost Phoenix Gaming's video helpfully put a list of them in, which is very helpful of him, and he's also helped me out as well. So I selected the Mini Cooper Mr. Bean car, which we used for last week's Forzathon, and I put the share code for that in the description, and also the Morgan 3-wheeler, the really cool one. If you want to use that, then you can. They're basically the only 2 cars I've got tuned in C-Class. But here is the full list. So you've got the 1968 Abarth 595 SSE. You've got the 1958 Austin Healey Sprite, that's the smiley car. You've got the BMW Isetta. You've got the Ferrari 166 MM. You've got the Lotus Elan Sprint, the Myers, the Mini, the Morgan, both Peels, a Porsche 718, a Porsche 550, which is the car you win, and also the Reliant Supervan. So that is the full list of cars you can take. If you wanted to, you could pause it and note them cars, or you can ask me in the description, in the comments I mean, and I can reply to you with that list. So that is basically the cars you can take for them. I'm not going to go through my garage trying to find them, because that would just be silly, but apart from that, that is the list. So now let's move on to the next one. So for this one, out for the count, it's cross country, and you need an A-Class Horizon Special Heavy Hitter. So this is another one where you can't filter your garage. So I've actually figured out this one, and these are cars that are actually over 2 tons, so 2,000 kilograms. So any car that is over 2 tons that is tuned to A-Class should technically work, but if it doesn't, then there might, I don't really know, but there is actually, when you go to view eligible cars, either at the event or from the festival playlist, there is actually quite a lot that are originally in A-Class, but there are a couple you could tune up. So I'll show you a couple now. Actually, the Jeep Trailcat's one of them. So for example, you have, oh, I've gone in the map, the idiot. Right, give me a second. Change car. Come on. Sorry about this. It's a bit awkward this season, because like I said, you can't filter, and it's very annoying. I wish they had a filter for that. I hope they fix it in Horizon 5 if they're going to carry on with these Horizon specials. So, for example, you have got the Mercedes G65 AMG. As you can see, this is over 2 tons, and it's in A-Class, so that is eligible. You've also, if your X-Class is tuned to over 2 kilograms like mine is, it should be eligible, but it might not be. You'll just have to figure around that one. There's also, if it's eligible, it is originally in B-Class, this one, but the 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor, which is the OP one, if it is eligible. This is probably the best card to take. It is so OP, it is insane. So it's originally in B class, so that's why it's not in the eligible cards, because that only shows the class that it wants you to take. But it should technically work, as it's over 2 tons. And well, yeah, it's A class. And then another one I put in the description was, let me have a look. Oh yes, the Honda Baja truck. So this is another one that's is confirmed as being eligible. So this thing here, the Honda Baja. So actually mine is under 2 tons, I've realised, but the stock version, as you can see, is over 2 tons. So this actually might count just. I'm not really sure. So if you download my tune, it might not work, so you might have to take another car. It is quite slow, but it's got very good suspension, so it's ideal for cross country. So you'll just have to see with that one. Otherwise, the Ford Raptor will be the best choice for that, I'd say. So apologies for that. It's quite hard to figure around these things, just how Forza works, as usual. So next we have Classic Rally Rumble. It's on dirt, of course, and you need a D-Class Classic Rally. Although I say of course, normally it wouldn't be. So I only have 1 car for this. 1 car tuned, I mean, there's more that you could take. But the only car I have tuned is the Ford Escort RS 1800. Actually very fast, shocking brakes, but it is incredibly fast for D-Class. And the acceleration is really good, so I'd say probably the Mini Cooper as well. That would probably be good in D-Class, as well as maybe, I don't know, who knows, but this is just probably, in my opinion, the best choice for this one. And next we have oh yes, it's my favourite. Are You Not Entertained? Cross country, and you need an S1 Extreme Off-Road. So this is the one I mentioned about the Jeep Trailcat. So you obviously have the Jeep Trailcat here, or if I show, normally we have A class Extreme Off-Road, so I find that quite hard to, but I guess it's better. Is it? I'm not really sure. Sorry if you can hear background noises, by the way. People obviously don't know I'm recording. So yeah, you have the Jeep Trailcat. And you also have the Bowler EXRS. That's a very good car, quite like that one in S1. It's got lots of power as well, and very grippy, so that's a good one to choose. And there's also lots of other cars you could take if you wanted to. These are all pretty good, I guess. Obviously you've got the Baja Welcome Pack, which is the OP one, but you've also got the regular Baja if you tune that to S1, so whichever you fancy. Have a bit of fun. But I would prefer the Bowler or the Trailcat. Next please. So we have the games, which again is at Bamburgh Castle, same as last week, and you need a B-class hot hatch. So remember, you don't have to win for games, so don't be quitting or anything. You can always go back and win again if you're really that picky. But there's no need to quit, because you don't have to win. Surprising how many people still quit, you know. So there's quite a lot you can choose. Doesn't really matter what you take, because you don't have to win, but if you really want to be competitive, like I usually am, the Ford Fiesta is a pretty good car. An even better car would probably be the Golf, because it has more power and is just better. But you also have like the likes of the Corsas and stuff like that. This Mini from last week's trial, so whichever you fancy there, as it doesn't really matter, just have a bit of fun. Well, I guess that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Sorry it's been a bit longer. I've done a bit more explanation. With it being the start of the series, I've kind of explained a bit about things. So yeah, I hope you found it helpful. If you did find it to be helpful and you enjoyed, I'd massively appreciate if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, turning notifications on so you get notified every time we upload or go live. There won't be any live streams this week, but there will be another one in autumn for the autumn championships and trial and stuff, for anybody that needs help and just have a bit of fun. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I massively appreciate your support. I think last time I checked I was on 82 subscribers, so that's like 7 or 8 in the last week, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you all for the amazing support. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, you can let me know down in the comments. I'll try to reply as soon as possible, or anything else to say, I'll do the same for that. Be sure to check the description for any other info as well as the pinned comment, and I'll see you all later. Bye.